Well, many of us felt the effects of really strong winds over the Thanksgiving holiday. That led to a lot of folks experiencing power outages, many of them caused by fallen, dead, or dying trees. NYSEG says more than 9,400 customers across western New York lost their power between November 26th and November 30th, and that includes about 375 customers served by the lines in West Seneca, where they say this is an ongoing problem. Our Southtowns reporter Giovanni Ligi has reaction from the town supervisor.
In this West Seneca neighborhood, power lines thread their way through rows of dead and dying trees, and neighbors say they've paid the price, losing power again and again.
After this being a running joke with family and friends, I started to actually log the power outages. So there were many before that, and I finally said I should just write this down.
One resident has been keeping a running log and says the lights have gone out at least 18 times since early 2023. The most recent outage happened in the storm that started November 26th. In a statement to 7 News, NYSEG says the November 26th outage here was caused by fallen ash trees outside of the company's right-of-way, and that it, quote, cannot trim on property that isn't ours. The utility says falling trees account for more than half of outages across its territory.
Sometimes it was incredibly explainable. We would have a winter storm and it would make sense. But oftentimes it was just this very small group of people. This small grid is, of 253 households that were without power.
Town Supervisor Gary Dixon says NYSEG tree contractors are now walking the neighborhood, looking for dead trees near lines that should come down. If they spot a problem tree on private property outside of the company's right-of-way, they may contact the homeowner about removing it.
This particular neighborhood has had a lot of problem with power outages. And while NYSEG has really done a good job in a lot of the other parts of the town to reduce outages, this seems to be a particular problem, and a persistent problem.
Neighbors tell me they just want this to be the last winter. They're constantly resetting clocks and throwing out food after the power goes out. NYSEG says the tree work here is a first step, but homeowners may have to also take action on dead trees sitting in their own yards. Giovanni Ligi, 7 News, West Seneca.
Gio thinks that there's a Southtown story that you'd like to let Gio know about. It's pretty easy to get in touch. You can scan the QR code right there on your screen, reach out via social media, or just send an email to giovanni.ligi@wkbw.com.